Hey guys, welcome back to Gypsy Rose Papery. In today's video, we'll be going back into my December daily archives and we're going to take a look at how journals can look different despite the intention, and that's okay. So we'll meet right back here. So we'll start with 2018's, which was the very first December daily I ever created. And the reason for this video is to see that journaling can look different even when it's done by the same person and even when it's for the same sort of purpose. Like in this case, it's December daily. And so I wanted everyone to kind of see that it can look different, and that's okay because journaling is a reflection of who you are and where you're at whatever point in your life. So 4 years of my life is what I'm going to show you. I'm not going to do full flips. Right up here, right up in the upper right hand corner, I will have a little tag that will link you to my December daily playlist, and you can see how I put these together, flip throughs, that kind of thing. So I was obsessed with this size at this time, which is like a B6 size. It's still one of my favorite sizes. But I did a traditional December daily. I had the numbers, I wrote stuff, I did lettering, I had pictures. So again, very pretty, very Christmassy, lots of ephemera, nice and chunky writing. So yeah, this is 2018, and I couldn't really add any more to this even if I wanted to because it's so fat, and the cover is a soft cover because of the way the book is. It's so fat that the chipboard's coming off, but it's fun to look through. I love looking at the side profile. So this is my very first one, and then we go to the iconic 2019 December daily, which I can't help but like laugh. It's got this giant closure because it was so fat, and something, when I made this journal, something in me told me to create a big fat closure, and I'm glad I did because it definitely needs it. But in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, we did a lot of stuff. Like, I was gung-ho about December daily. We were going to do so many activities, and we totally did. So it was really fun time. I used, again, numbers. It was my first hosting a December daily, so I have this little guy with my hashtag, and then my prompts are here. And again, I won't go through everything, but there's lots of fabric in here because this also doubled as my AM pages journaling. I did mood board. This was a mood board for like the Christmas decorations that I wanted. Again, lots of fabric covering up all those AM journaling entries, which is why this journal is so fat. My other mood board, which is my alternative Christmas style, and ugly sweater. I mean, it goes on and on. Some Christmas cards that I got. I love this book so much, and the illustrations are so beautiful. Some lists, more pictures, some vintage ephemera there. This was your favorite Christmas movie, and again, I won't flip through the whole thing, but lots of embellishing, lots of fabric. So this looks similar to the first December daily. We went all out. We went all out in 2019. And there I have some recipes. So yeah, this is it. And I think there were some empty pages towards the end because I don't think I got everything filled in. This was wrapping paper from the gifts that I got. Nice, cute little bag. And this last signature I didn't even end up using because at that point the book was so fat that I literally could not add anything else in here. So that was 2019. And then we have 2020, and I went to a traveler's notebook size, which was probably my favorite because it was so easy to create easy spreads. There was no like pressure really to sort of feel like you had to fill up all this empty space. It was really easy, and the reason why 2020 was my favorite, ironically, considering what was happening, was because it was not so much the journaling was much more creative and based on just feelings and sort of expressing those feelings. So every day on my Insta stories, I would post a picture and a word, and the picture sort of gave us the feeling of that word. So the first one was evergreen, and so you could have printed those out and used them if you wanted to. And then day 2 is music, and behind the actual picture I wrote a little blurb about what it meant to me. And sometimes it had to do with memories of that day, and other times it didn't. Lights, and I have a picture actually of my actual tree. But this was so fun, and I really enjoyed sort of creating in here. And I feel like this was one of the first times that I really sort of went all out with like the creative journaling, with the painting and some hand lettering, and really like going all out with the collaging and that kind of thing. So this was really fun. But yeah, this was one of my favorite, these stickers don't stick very well, one of my favorite images that I found. This one is my ultimate favorite, and actually my winter journal that I made, and I can link that up here if you want to see that, is this size. So I'm excited to use that one too. And then finally, we're getting to our 2021 journal, which is a gorgeous journal that Miss Lori swapped with me. And so I attached the closure because it's such a pretty ribbon. I didn't want it to get lost. She has sent some fabric. I covered the front with the fabric, and I just did some minor embellishing. But as far as the inside, as you can see, it's not very fat. I mean, it's somewhat fat, but not that fat. I want to say that I wanted this to be more. I mean, I'm going to be upfront about that. I wanted this to be more, but I just wasn't there because of everything that was going on. But I just put some pictures. I did write some stuff, but as you can see, there's hardly any layering. There will be a lot of dog pictures in here. I did save this little snack package and put it as a pocket. This is at Walmart, by the way, and they're delicious. But yeah, it's very plain. I did some stamping. I kind of created this here, and I meant to go back and put a picture, but I forgot. And then I had a bunch. I have so much Christmas ephemera. Like, let's just put that out there. I have so much Christmas ephemera. I don't even know what to do with it. I've gifted it. I've donated it. I don't think I would ever sell it because honestly, I just don't feel like anybody would want that. But I have all these stickers, and so I went ahead and you'll see pages of just stickers and labels because I just need to get them out there and get them used and stop hoarding them in a box. So this is the one and only event that I went to in December. And it was a beautiful Asian Lantern Festival. The pictures cannot do it justice. Like, if you are ever in Florida for the winter season and you are near the Central Florida Zoo, hopefully they'll have this again this year, or next year rather. Well, this year, 2022, because it was beautiful. More stickers. One of the things that I love about Christmas in the South, or rather winter in the South, is that when the weather gets colder, because there's a lot of moisture in the air, it creates all this eerie fog in the morning. So that was a picture of us driving with all like the fog sort of swallowing up the lights, the street lights. It was really cool. Again, I collaged here, meaning to go back, and it just didn't happen. Same thing with here. I went to my job to get my booster, and I hadn't been there in quite a long time, and they had all their Christmas stuff out, and it was really beautiful. This tree had a giant snowman in the middle. I got a gift from my nieces. They got me watercolor because they know I'm trying to get more into like painting and things like that. This was our Christmas dinner. We had fun, which was a good thing. It was like a bright spot in our dark month. So that's my sister cracking up, my dad, and that's my husband and I. And then that's one of my dogs wearing a Santa hat. My other dog wearing a Santa hat. And then here I found this beautiful card, and I decided to use it to commemorate my Lucy, and I have some stuff, you know, written about her there. She was a very feisty, sort of lively, happy dog, and at the end she wasn't that, and it was hard to see that, I think, more than the actual passing of her. So I just wanted to commemorate her here because she was with us for a very long time. More stickers because, you know, more stickers. I saw a rocket launch, which I didn't even know was happening, but you know, it's Florida, so things like this happen all the time. On Christmas Eve, I went to take my dog out to play, and it was like shooting across the sky at an incredible speed. I was like, what is that? Oh yeah, that's a rocket launch. Some more papers I glued down in the hopes to do something with. And then here I wrote a note to myself about how I wanted this to be more, but you know, life. So yeah, that is all of my December dailies. Kind of crazy that it's been 4 years. Hopefully this year I'm hoping to be much more engaged and in the holiday spirit, and hopefully my December daily will look, I hope, more like this, because this one is literally my favorite. Like, I can't look at it enough. It's so pretty. And I'm not trying to, I hope you guys know, I'm not trying to brag. I just, out of all of them, if I had to choose, like, this one to me is just the prettiest one. Like, the one that my heart is sort of, I left my heart in this one, as opposed to the other ones are more like albums, memory keeping, but this was really like an expression of myself within these pages. So I'm hoping to have another one like this, but I love all my December dailies. They're all my children. You guys didn't hear that this one was my favorite. You're all my children. I hope this is like a thumbs up, this video, to all of you guys who maybe started a December daily and sort of lost steam or lost track of time, and like before you knew it, a week went by and you just didn't feel like going back into it. Or maybe you started and you were like, you know what, this isn't for me, I'm not doing this. Or you're like me and you started late and you tried and tried and tried and just your heart wasn't in it because you had, you know, X, Y, and Z happening in your life. So I wanted to give everyone of you a thumbs up because at least you tried. And I feel like anytime you try, even if you quit, even if you stop, even if you can't go on, as long as you try, to me that's always gonna be a win, because really that's half the battle, is just starting, you know. So yeah, I hope this video is uplifting. I'm sorry if any part of it was sort of depressing. That was not my intention. I certainly hope everyone had a wonderful, beautiful holiday. I want to thank you all for stopping by. I love you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.